I would like to explain about how would my session be, and how we'll learn the concepts and what all the concepts that all things are covering. Okay. So the main topics would be the first thing, how to install and activate free license. We'll help you with the license activation, and also you'll have this activation period for 1 month. So no need to worry, you'll have the license with you and you can practice all over the sessions that we are going on. I would recommend you to complete all the tasks that I'm giving on like a daily basis or weekly basis or day by day basis. It all depends upon how much topic we cover. But once we start creating a test case or a test suite in a Tosca, we for sure I'll be giving you tasks. So you have to complete the task, only then you can follow my classes. So that is a must thing that you have to do. So, and we will also learn about what are the components of Tosca and standard modules in Tosca. So there are standard modules where you can use already use in Tosca, and we try to create modules and how to scan the modules, what are the different scanning methodologies and how to rescan, and we also do these identification methods. And we start, once the module creation is done, we start creating our test cases. So we'll explain you about the basic test case structure and what are the test steps that you have to follow, and what are the Tricentis standards that you have to follow if you are creating a test case, and how to give the test step values. So whenever we are talking about test step values, we have to give some action modes. So we'll also discuss about what are the different action modes are there in Tosca, and we start discussing about buffers. There are different types of buffers we can discuss on later stages. We also discuss how to verify with the help of Tosca and how to run your test case. So once this test case creation is completed, obviously the next part you have to do is you have to run your test case and check whether the test case is working properly or not. So that is the next topic we'll be working on. So run your test case, and after you run the test case, you have to modify your test step. It's basically when you start building a test case, it will be a basic module that you do. Okay, so you have to enhance your test cases. So once you start creating your test cases, then comes the enhancement of your test cases. So what comes in the enhancement, you start implementing this text expressions that are provided in Tosca. You give random functions, you have to check the dynamic dates, and you have to implement date functionalities. You can use time functionalities. You have also math functionalities that you can implement. How to generate a dynamic test, how to generate dynamic dates, all these things will come under enhancement of your test cases. So once you have the basic structure, like you have basic test case creation, then you start enhancing it. So now once you started enhancing, you are building more properly and more neatly. Okay, so for that sense, you start creating your libraries, and how to create a library, how to create a test case from the library, all these things will be understood. And you also understand what is configuration parameter. You have some self-defined or test configuration parameter, and create a how to create a business parameter also we'll check. And once that enhancement is done, now you have to uh, execute all of them as a set, like 100 number of test cases if you have to run. So what is the procedure you have to run, how many different ways you can run your test case, all those things you can understand by creating an execution list. So once that you have got a grip on execution list and all, um, you start having this advanced concept. So what are the advanced concept? It's not like you can only create your test case on one environment. You can use your test case for multiple environments. So if you have already have an experience of testing, you would have already known that every test case or every test suite, whatever you run, you have couple of environments. You have to check the same test case whether it is working properly or not. So in the same way with this tool, it also helps us to check for multi-user environment. So you also see about what is a recovery and cleanup scenario, and what are the different repetitions in Tosca, and explicit name in Tosca, usable tester blocks, how all we can use. So you using all of things, what helps us, what helps our test case to behave more proper. So all those things you will start learning it. And the main topic is how to work with a table. So most probably, like whenever you are working, there will be some tables that you have to fetch the data. So it is a very easy concept when you are trying with Tosca. And you can use the action mode constraint. You'll also know how to do a row count, column count, everything, etc., etc., whenever you're working with the tables. Also, it's not only that, in Selenium or Java or something, is a Python or PyCharm, you can only use this while if do statements. Okay, in Tosca also you can create loops, you can create if and create statement. But whenever you are using this while and if else loop in Selenium, it will be little hard. You have to have a programmatic language. But whereas in Tosca, it is very easy to implement all these things. And once you have completed this all these things, now what you have to do, you have to pass your test data. Till here, what you will be learning, you will be only learning to pass your test data from your test case. But then starts your next step is test case design sheet, where you create a test sheet, and you can either create a test sheet in Tosca itself, or you can get this test data from Excel sheet also. Likewise, in Selenium, you get your test sheet and data driven case test cases you write, right? So the same concept you can implement in Tosca also. And you also see how to link requirements, how to weight the requirements, and how to map your requirement sets to your test cases. All those things also will be discussed in our course. And also the logs and report creation. So it's very simple when coming to Tosca. So we'll see how to create, how to check for logs, and how to create a report. We also see database testing, how to do a database testing, how to do API testing. We also set up a DEX and CI/CD setup also. I'll give all the information. And we will also help you with your resume preparation. If at all you are something 7+ years of experience and you wanted to expose your resume, I mean your profile as more than like for at least 3 to 4 years of experience in Tosca, will also help with that. And you have mock interviews, and I will also discuss interview questions while going on in a session, or maybe one single day we take only for interviews and questions and answers, all those things. And added advantage you get when you are working with me with this course is you can also be AS1 and AS2 certified. So if you see my previous batches which I have taken up for Isha, so all the participants and all the students who were with me, they have successfully completed their AS1 and AS2 certification, and they are now going into the Tosca projects. Okay, and I will help you throughout this AS1 and AS2. I'll guide you how you can start with the AS1 exam, and how can you go for AS2 exam, what are the prerequisite, what all the things you can do for AS1 and AS2. So this is all the content that we'll discuss. And also apart from that, my basic thing will be, you will have this 5 minutes of, this is a pattern I do my sessions. Okay, so the first 5 to 10 minutes will be the revision of previous class or doubts for that particular session, and 40 minutes will be my total class, and the last 10 minutes will be preparation of interview, or some AS1 preparation, or you have project related discussion also we can happen. And also apart from this, you will have multiple tasks that you have to complete, and also we'll create one sample project, and you will get to understand how to create a project and how to do a total project with when you are working with me. So this is all about my course content. So please, I'll give you a chance to talk about. So just uh, now I'll open for the queries. You can just start your questions. So once it is done, we can go ahead with the session. Okay. So let me stop sharing. Okay. So I have seen some hands raised. Let me check. Yeah, please, you can keep, please go ahead.
Hi, Vansa. This is
Hi,
Harsha.
Harsha. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, please, Harsha, please.
what is AS1 and AS2 exactly? I mean, because I'm completely new to this Tosca. I don't have any prerequisite of it. Just want to understand
Yes.
what is AS1 and
Yeah,
AS2.
ACE1 and yeah, before understanding about ACE1 and ACE2 certification, so basically this Tosca tool is developed by Tricentis. Okay, so similarly, you have if you have an understanding about manual testing, so you have a standard certification exam that you have to do. So whenever you are attending a manual testing interview, they'll ask you for ISTQB certified, right?
Yeah,
I think yeah. So similar way,
mostly.
even if you are, yeah, even if you have to be deployed with Tosca for any of the projects or any interviews, the first question they ask is, are you a certified? I mean, are you certified in Tosca? So the basic certifications that Tricentis has given us to make sure that they know the basics of everything before going into any interview. So those are the two basic certifications that you have to complete if you have to be deployed for any project or any assignment or any role if you have to start your career with Tosca.
Okay. And is
Yeah.
this Tosca only for web, or what kind of applications is this Tosca used for actually?
Yeah,
What kind of
Tosca can
things we
be
can?
used. Yeah, Tosca can be used for multiple applications like Salesforce, mobile application, SAP application, web application. So Tosca supports mostly all of the applications. So that is the reason nowadays everyone is preferring for Tosca more than Selenium.
Thank you. And one last question: what is the
Yeah, yeah.
expected date of completion of this course? I mean, since we have couple of holidays coming up, so what is your planned date to complete this?
Yes, actually, we have planned it for 25 days total course. So,
Okay.
first 3 days will be the demo sessions, like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will be the demo session. Friday, we'll have one break. So, from Monday, we'll sure start our sessions. And mostly by 27th, I'll try to wind up all those things.
Three
It all
weeks.
depends upon yeah, 3 weeks.
Okay. Okay.
It all depends upon your pace, how you get through it. If you're okay, I can go. If you're okay with my pace, like a little speed or something, so based on that we can sessions and we can close it. But for now, we are planning it as a 25-day course.
Okay.
It
Including
could be
demo.
plus. Yeah, it could be plus or minus
Okay.
1 or 2 days. So see, sometimes emergencies come up, and I should have attended some meetings in my meeting
Yeah, I got you.
office.
Got you.
So if there is any such scenario, I can compensate that class also. If
Okay.
there is no possibility, in that sense, it will be a 26-day course. So that is how we
Okay.
plan the sessions. Yeah.
And this includes weekends also, Mansa?
No, no, no. The classes are from Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday is off. Only from Monday to Friday we are conducting the class.
Is it the same demo for tomorrow and day after tomorrow as well, or?
No, no, no. It's like a continuation of the classes only.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Got
Yeah.
it. That's it. Thank you.
The license part and all we'll be discussing only after this batch is, I mean,
Finalized.
finalized. Yeah,
Okay.
finalized. But till then, there is some theoretical part you have to understand before starting our test cases. Those theory things will complete by the 2 or 3 demo sessions.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mansa.
Hope I have answered your questions.
Yeah, and
Hi,
for
Mansa.
practice,
Hi, Mansa.
right? I'm sorry, just one
Yes.
question. Yeah, for
Yes,
Hi.
practice,
yes.
I know you said the initial license will be valid for 1 month. How about after 1 month?
Yeah, that is what I can give you all the guidelines. How can you use your tool after 1 month also?
Okay, perfect.
So no need to worry about that thing.
Perfect. Perfect. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Hi, Mansa. This is Koteshwara.
Yeah, please.
Tosca is global tool or only testing tool?
What do you mean by global tool?
Global tool mean it uses all of companies. One of the most Wipro, Infosys, and little bit of companies like uh, small companies.
Okay, so to answer your question, I'll tell you. When I started with my Tosca journey, right? So I had
Yeah.
only one company to switch. Okay, so I was so worried. I came to this kind of a tool, so I couldn't switch even according to my choice. So now, if I see the market, I see n number of companies using Tosca, and I see most of the projects shifting from Selenium to Tosca because there is a lot of advantage with Tosca. Most of the companies are now, even if it is a licensed tool, even they have to purchase license, they have to put more amount on this purchasing of this tool, even though they are trying to switch from Selenium to Tosca. I have seen a lot of projects where they have started their journey with Selenium. In the mid of the time, the client has come up and told, no, 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 I don't want to continue with the Selenium. I want to come with this new tool called Tosca. So what happened is they have converted all these test cases into Tosca. Okay, so that much of flexibility you have with Tosca. So that is the reason almost all the companies are preparing for Tosca these days.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
hi
see
Mansa.
Rajeshwar Reddy. Yeah.
Yeah, Mansa, just I have one question. Like in duration of the course, what type
Mhm.
of application are going to teach?
Yeah, so first main application that I'll explain you is a demo web shop, which is developed by Tricentis. Tricentis only. Tricentis is one which provides a Tosca. So they have developed one UI so that we can practice with our Tosca. Apart from that, you can also work around with a lot many UIs if you're comfortable with, or else we only go with demo web shop. But I'll give you so many projects so that you can have a good exposure for other projects also,
Yeah, that is what.
other
Like
UI.
whatever I have idea,
The
like there
main,
is a applications,
yeah,
web
the main,
applications.
yeah, we work only on web application for this because it is only more, we are only concentrating on AS1 and AS2, where it is mostly on a web applications only. So we just go on web application. So one web application we see is demo web shop developed by Presentis.
Okay. Like in terms of the DB testing and API, in
Yeah.
how deep we can go?
How deep you can go if you are selected in a project and they ask you to start up with DB testing, you will be good enough to start your DB testing and API testing also.
What is the prerequisites for that? Like,
There is no prerequisite, only Tosca is the one prerequisite. Already, once you start your test case building, right? Obviously, it is very easy for you to do DB testing and API testing in a Tosca. So, tool is the only thing that you need.
okay.
I hope I answered your question, Rajeshwar.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry, it is very easy tool. You just have
No,
to,
the thing is
yeah.
like already I learned this course.
Okay.
Yeah, my trainer Rafaf, she left. That's
Okay,
what I
okay, okay,
learned
okay. Oh,
again.
Hey, Mansa Vibhuti here. So I
yeah,
want to
Vibhuti.
know more about the certificate. Yeah, it's like after the completion of the course, will we apply for certification or how it is?
No, see, this my total course is designed as it's a combination of AS1 plus AS2. Okay, so first I'll target to complete this AS1 by 10 days. The first 10 days I'll try to complete. So meanwhile, I'll give you all the information how to start with. So uh, after I complete AS1, I'll give you 1 day of time so that you can complete your AS1 certification and come back to me, and then we can start with AS2, or else you can do it by side. So by the time I complete my course, you can also complete your AS1 and AS2 certifications. So that surety I can give you because all my previous batches were doing the same way. Okay, so they'll complete AS1. Mostly I'll try to complete this AS1 by Friday so that you have 2 days of time, Saturday and Sunday. You complete AS1 and come back on Monday. We'll start AS2 certification. And by the time I complete AS2, you also complete your AS2 certification.
So
Like
it's going to be only
once I,
online
the time like
exam or what?
whatever the age.
One at a time, please.
It is going to be online exam for AS1 and AS2.
Yes. It's an online exam. I'll guide you with each and everything, what all the things you have to do, how to enroll, how to complete, where you get the certification, all those things I'll help you.
Okay, how many attempts we can have for this?
Sorry, Vibhuti.
How many attempts we can have for this AS1 and AS2? Suppose someone
You
got
have
failed in the first attempt.
Yeah, you have three attempts, I believe. So AS1 and AS2, you have three attempts. I don't think you need
Okay.
attempts. First go, you can close it because I give you all such support and all such information to you so that you just go blindly pick up your answer. So that is the confidence level I can give you. Yeah.
And Manasa, just I want to like previously my trainer, she did the thing like whatever the AS1 and AS2 she completed. She told me
Okay.
the this is the answers. You can do that. I got those
Okay.
two. Can I do it
Okay.
again or how it is?
No, if you have completed it, I don't think it is necessary for you to do it again.
The thing is like whatever the email address which I have given that time is a different.
Then no problem. If you're interested, you can always do it second time. That is not a problem. If you really want to do it, you can do it. But I can just help you with what type of questions will come. I don't give you the answers because you have already enrolled for this course. You are getting all the information. You should be able to answer because if you are certified, so suppose you tell that you are AS1 and AS2 certified and you go to the interview, you are not able to answer it, then there is no use of your certification. So please get this clarity. I'm not giving you any question and I mean any question. So I will not say that this is the question and this is the answer. I will give you sample question and answers. You will solve them in front of everyone, like in the class we discuss it together. So whatever question and answers I will discuss in the class, mostly 99% those are the same questions you will get in the AS1. I am not assuring you that you for sure I'll give you the question and answer, you will pass AS1. Whatever knowledge I give, with the help of that you will pass AS1 and AS2.
Just one more question, like how it will be useful. Like there is some people they will ask quality related certificates also.
Sorry.
Not only AS1 and AS2,
Hmm.
as a data design certifications also. How much it will be
Yeah.
useful?
TDS1, TDS2, AE1,
Yeah.
AE2. I'll show you the roadmap how it goes. That is fine, but whatever we have designed this course is only for AS1 and AS2. Okay. So whatever knowledge we give is also based on the AS1 and AS2 knowledge. Okay. So if you are expecting more than something like AS1 and TDS1, TDS2, we are we are putting an advanced session for Tosca. So who have already have knowledge of AS1 and AS2, we are encouraging them to join that advanced course so that you get more concepts and different concepts apart from this.
Last final and question. Like if I want to make it like a Tosca architect, what are the things is required?
Tomorrow we'll discuss. I'll show you the
Okay.
roadmap, how you can become a Tosca architect, what all the prerequisites that you have to have.
Okay, Mansa. Thank you so much.
Sure, no
Yeah,
problem.
I'm on Pradeep here.
Yeah, Pradeep.
Uh, for example, we are completing the AS1, AS2 certificates as you said for this month, and we are
Yeah.
keeping the resume as your experience. We are keeping the resume in the coming months, future
Sure.
months, and how to
Mm-hmm.
manage, uh, how to how to manage. We can manage that. That they will be accepting that. Recently completing the
Yeah, that is what.
certifications and keeping the experience.
Yeah, that is what I told you, right? I have mock interviews that I'll set up. So in that mock interviews, I'll prepare you for all the interviews. How can you practice? What all the things that you have to uh, keep in your mind to complete all those things. All those things I will help you. Okay, even the resume preparation.
Not about the interviews. Sorry for interrupting that. No, my
Okay.
question is for example, we are keeping the experience for example, for 2 years or 4 years experience. Uh,
Yes. Yeah, that is what.
Suppose we
Let me
completed
complete.
the certifications today. For example, we are
Hmm.
keeping the resume as 4 years of experience and going going for interview.
Okay.
Straight away question will be the recently completed the certifications for past 4 years we're working on the Tosca.
You can
How
always
to
say, yeah, see, always you have your ways to escape, right? So you can always say that you just have complete, but you have the experience in working with, based on only the course that you have, you can give like 3 years experience. But nowadays, when you're giving like 4 plus 5 plus experience, only with AS1, AS2, it is not at all suggestible because the depth of the questions they are asking is really very important, very high. So I would suggest, so once you complete AS1 and AS2, you do TD1, TD2 or AE1, AE2, then you can project your profile as 4 or 5 plus years of experience. Then you can do it, okay? And the knowledge which I'm giving, so whatever you do with me in this class, if you follow it thoroughly, like you do all the tests and everything, you do it along with me. It's not only I tell you listen, I tell you work. So obviously, whatever you get from here, you can directly go into the project and you can get deployed. You can start your, I mean, you can give the interviewer that confidence that you have all these things. And one more thing to answer your question, they won't see when you have completed your certification, at what date you have completed. They just ask you, did you complete it or not? For reference, they might ask you the certification. That is not at all a problem. And in the certification, nowhere it is mentioned that you just have completed this on date and date. It just says that he has completed his AS1 certification.
Sure. Thanks for that.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, Amit, please go ahead.
Hi, Mansa. You have mentioned about mobile testing using Tosca. How that can be done?
Yeah, you have, we can do the mobile testing. It is a separate course. We have been planning an advanced course. So there you
Okay.
can get the deep knowledge. But to answer your question, yes, we have a mobile scan where we can scan our mobile UI and we can
Okay.
get the components of the mobile UI and just do that with the help of Tosca. You have that
And
option in Tosca.
mobile application, right? Not mobile web browser.
Web browser also you can do it.
Okay. And mobile app as well, right?
Yeah, mobile app.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Saurabh,
No?
please go ahead.
So actually the implementation is same in the Salesforce application also, or it is different?
Yeah, implementation is same. So if you know, if you, I mean, even if you have to implement Salesforce or SAP application or mobile application, anything, you should have the basic. You should have to know how to create a module, how to create a test case, how to link your test case with external data sheets and all. So then only you can build anything in any of the applications. It might be web, it might be mobile, it might be SAP, it might be Salesforce.
So we can directly scan Salesforce application also.
You have for Salesforce application, you have a separate scan called Salesforce scan. You can either use it or you can use a normal scan.
Oh, okay, okay. So can
Yeah.
you please give me idea some idea about that? Uh,
If did you complete AS1 and AS2?
yes, yes.
Okay, so you have knowledge on how to create a test case and all.
Yes, yes. Actually I have learned from Tricentis only,
Okay,
but
okay.
actually
So actually,
not
then
that much
Saurabh,
deeply.
yeah, I would suggest you to join my advanced course where we are actually doing this kind of other applications. This course is only for people who want to convert from manual to automation and who want to acquire AS1 and AS2 and who want to know more about Tosca.
Okay, okay, no problem.
Yeah. But if you're comfortable, I'm okay of you joining this course. But if you're only looking for Salesforce or SAP, we have an advanced course that we are planning. So you can join that course.
Okay. Actually, there is a separate course for Salesforce, like these applications.
Uh, yeah, I mean, we did not plan it, but based on
Okay.
the income inputs and everything that we are coming, we are trying to plan an advanced
Okay.
course
Okay.
only for sales.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have any other questions here?
I have one question, ma'am. I mean, do we need
Yes.
any? I mean, in the interview, they will ask for the any programming knowledge when you are working with when you are put experience related to Tosca.
Yes. If you want to expose your profile with Tosca, there is no scripting or no programming code that you have to have before you have to start with Tosca. Okay. This is mainly a scriptless tool. There is no script that you have to write, no code you write. It's an inbuilt tool where you just have to work around with all the things that Tosca has given us.
Okay. I mean, my
In
question is, I mean, in interview, I mean, they will ask for that any, I mean, core Java related stuff as well along with this Tosca because Tosca is not a not required any programming to build
No.
these test
Why
cases.
why would they ask for Java anything? Because it is already scriptless tool, and if you're only attending here for Tosca, they won't ask you any other questions. It's
Oh,
totally based on how you work. They just wanted to know how do you work with Tosca. So I can help you with all those things when we start our course.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
no problem. Okay, so I'll just at least give at least 20 minutes today. I see there's a lot of energy here today, but still I have to explain few things. So we'll start with hope you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes, we can
Yes,
see
yes,
Are
screen.
you
yes,
able to see?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yes. So once again, welcome all for this Tricentis Tosca, and I am Manasa, your trainer, who will be helping you. We'll be learning together, and we'll have this journey for next 25 days, so that you will get all the knowledge about Tosca. Okay. And I would request who all are not talking, just please go on mute. In the last 5 to 10 minutes, again, we'll take some doubt sessions. But till then, let me give a brief about what is Tosca, how to use Tosca, what are the advantages, and why is Tosca. I did not see. I still see. Let me mute. Who's that? Okay, all right. Okay, so welcome on to the learning journey of Tosca. So, what will we learn? What will we learn about? So, we learn about what is automation testing. So, there might be few people who knows what is automation testing. There might be few people who don't know what is automation testing. So, we'll learn first what is automation testing and what is Tosca and what are the different features in Tosca and why only Tosca? Why not Selenium? So, I'll tell you why. And we'll also see the difference between Selenium and Tosca, and we see how Tosca is different from other automation tools, and we also see different components from which Tosca is a test automation tool. Okay, so what is automation tool? So what is automation testing basically? So whatever we do manually, we take a help of some tools and we try to automate the repetition of the task that we are doing with the manual testing. So those things and all, we try to automate them with the help of some tool, either by Selenium Java or Python Java or UFT automation or mobile automation, perfect automation tool, any of the tool that is currently in the industry, either Tosca. So we try to identify the test cases and we try to use with the help of some tool, we try to create some frameworks and then we create that UI and then we start automation our test cases. So coming to here, so what is a framework? So you know about different tools. So UFT, Python, Python, not Selenium, all those things are different. Tosca, mobile automation, Cypress tool, all those things are different tools that are helping us to do automation testing. So what is framework? So first of all, we have to understand what is framework. So then we can understand how to implement that framework and what is implemented already in our. Okay. So coming to what is framework? Framework is nothing but it will help us to understand how our project is working, how are we maintaining our test cases, and how are we approaching this kind automation testing. Okay, suppose you have one idea of automation testing, I have one idea of automation testing. What we do is we sit together, we jot down the main things, and we try to figure out the main things. Okay, I will try to figure out some frameworks. Framework is nothing but some what I can say, framework is nothing but something like a skeleton. We try to create the skeleton, so that based on the skeleton we start implementing our automation testing. Okay, so manually, when testers write the test cases and execute them repeatedly, known as manual testing. So which is time consuming, and also test results are not sure. So there are like 200 or 300 test cases that you have to complete in 2 days. If you have to do manual testing, you either have to stretch yourself, you have to overwork, or you have to complete all those things without taking a break or something like that. You have to put your extra effort. So, but whereas coming into the automation testing, when you already have automated all those 100 test cases, it hardly takes 1 or 2 hours to complete. So it will help us to reduce the effort of everything, and it will also helps us to improve the efficiency of our testing, whatever we are doing. Okay. So that is when automation has come into the picture. So whatever drawbacks we were facing from manual testing, so to remove all those drawbacks, we came to the automation testing. So what automation testing do? Automation testing also, testers should also write some code to implement those test cases to run. Okay, so this is also no less than development. So that is what I feel. So this helps to boost the productivity, and manual testing is best suitable for usability testing, ad hoc testing, and usability testing. But whereas coming to automation testing, it will help us to check for load testing, regression testing, or performance testing, or any other functional repeatedly if you are doing any functionality testing. So for that also you can do this automation testing. So mostly whenever your project says that they are doing automation testing, what they do is they try to first implement the regression suite, whatever they have developed till now, so that based on that they start implementing the new test cases. So mostly nowadays, whatever automation testing they implement, they first implement on regression, then they come to the next level of testing. Okay, fine. So now that we have understood what is automation testing, so now we'll understand what is Tosca. So Tosca actually stands for, it is a full form, it is a short form of topology and orchestration specification for cloud applications. So it is helpful for cloud applications. So Tosca is the first main advantage of Tosca is it is a scriptless tool, and it is an AI based tool, and there is no code automation tool for end-to-end test automation. Absolutely, there is no code that you have to write whenever you are implementing this Tosca. Okay, so then you might be in a confusion. So if there is no code, how am I doing all these test cases? Yes, you will get to understand all those things when you start going deeper and deeper. Okay, so now you just have to understand all these concepts, so that whenever you start your practical, it will be easy for you to understand the concepts. Okay, so here you can automate web application. You can also automate a desktop application and API based application, mobile application also you can do. Okay, so it uses artificial intelligence and different technology to identify all the elements on your application. So this statement you'll clearly understand when you start creating your first step of your test case called module creation. So whenever you start with your module creation, right? So then you can understand how is it using artificial intelligence. So how how is this happening? So all these question and answers will be answered when you are doing your first step of test case creation called module creation. And also Tosca is a continuous testing platform that delivers fast feedback for Agile and DevOps. So nowadays, every project they are trying to move to Agile methodology. So Agile methodology, you know, right? Every now and then, like there will be a sprint and you have to do according to sprint wise. So this Tosca will surely help working with that particular Agile methodology so that all the development team, testing team, everyone will have enough time and enough space, and they will have continuous and fast feedback. And also, you can integrate Tosca with CI/CD tools like Jenkins, which can deliver fast feedback for your agile development team. So, what is continuous development? So, suppose there is a new deployment that is going on today night at 11 p.m. suppose, and it is deployed, and someone has to sit and test that particular regression test suite that everything is working fine and no issue is happening. So at that moment, what you can do is you can create a job with Jenkins, and then once you create a job with Jenkins, you can attach your test cases, whatever you have to run uh, after this deployment has this new deployment changes has been completed. Then you can automatically trigger that job at around at 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. Whenever you are not in office. So whenever you do this, automatically all the test cases that you have attached to the Jenkins will automatically run, and finally when you come back the next day, when you come back to the office, you can just see the report. You can see how well it is, how well your regression suite is, and the new functionality is not affected the old functionalities. All those reports will be at your desktop once you come back to the next day in the office. So this much flexibility you have with Tosca, whereas in Selenium it is not. So it ensures availability of appropriate test data anytime using Tosca test data management, though which it can store all it can store all the different test cases and test data with available any point of time. Yes, you have this test data management. You have two types, it is TDS and TDM. So you can either use the test data sheet that is provided, or you can also use the TDS server repository where you can store all your data. Okay, so why to choose Tosca? So now that you have understood Tosca, why do you, there should be some other things also to you to know about Tosca. So it is one of the market leading tool in the present days. I told you, right? Most of the projects are trying to shift from Selenium to Tosca because it has ability to perform both functional and regression testing as well, and it can also do a API testing. Suppose there is one project that is happening previously in my previous projects. So there was one project that was happening where they have started with the UI because of some problem, or some client does not accept that UI, so they slowly shifted to API. Okay, so at that moment they wanted to do that API testing also. As we were already using Tosca, so client was very happy that testing will also be done. So what happened? 2 pages we have done a UI testing, and next 2 pages we have done API testing, all in one tool. So I did not go anywhere apart from my Tosca tool. Okay, so that kind of flexibility that Tosca has given. And I also did a database testing within the same project. Okay, so nowadays market demands lesser testing efforts and lesser training span on the tool. Okay, so if at all you want to learn Tosca, it is not like you have to sit and you have to mug up all the codes, or you have to understand the framework, and you have to write the methods, you have to understand method overloading, method overwriting, all those concepts. There is perfectly not needed. It's just like I can assure you that 1 month of time is enough for you. If you totally concentrate this 1 month of time, you will surely be able to write your test cases in your project, and you can do whatever you want. Okay, so that is the reason. So it is taking very less time for the people to convert from manual to automation. I have almost converted in my project, I have almost converted like 100 to 150 people from manual to automation. So now they are totally into Tosca, they are not moving back to manual testing. Okay, so based on the automation, they have developed their skills. Like they have learned more about CI/CD, they have learned more about Jenkins. So it all depends upon your how interested you are. Okay, that is the reason they are actually trying to get the scope for Tosca. And here the writing for test cases is also very simple. It takes very less time. Like in a single day, you can automate like 15 to 20 test cases if the test cases are easy to develop. So if it is like a little difficulties there, you can at least complete 7 to 8 test cases. If it is very hard, it maximum takes 1 or 2 days to complete. Okay, so that is why efforts are also being less. So in Selenium or in other tools, it might take 1 or 2 days to complete one test cases. Here, it will take like 10 to 15 test cases. You can do it on one go. Okay. So that is why you have to choose Tosca. And uh, by this time, you already have the advantages you are in your mind. So I'll just walk through you through what are the advantages. So I told you it's a scriptless testing. It is very simple to use and less framework writing. Okay, as it is already framework is already inbuilt, you just have to put your head on how to identify the elements. That's it. And high reliability and powerful query solutions. So there also you can also query all the things whatever you are in your there in your Tosca with the help of SQL and TSQL. Okay, so these are the added things that Tosca has so that you can get around everything. Okay. And coming to the key features of Tosca. So there are key features of Tosca. So out of which Vision AI is one thing, model-based automation testing, risk-based test optimization, service virtualization, test management, distributed execution, API scan, automation recording assistant, and mobile testing. So these are all the key features of Tosca. Okay. So
So are we
so
covering
come.
anything on the service virtualization side as well during the course by any chance?
No, 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 no. That is again, I told you, right? This is again
Yes,
an
virtualized.
advanced concept we are doing.
Mhm.
So this course is totally for AS1 and AS2.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. So likewise, every tool should have some disadvantages. Only then it has to it will grow, right? So yes, there are few advantage disadvantages Tosca. So Tosca is not compatible for a Mac or Linux devices. So if you are using any Mac or Linux devices, I'm sorry, you cannot install Tosca in your machine. You should have Windows system. So difficult modules. So if there are multiple modules in your system, in your Tosca, so it will be little complex for you to handle. So suppose you are working in a project and each and every person will come and create a module for the same page, it will be little hard to merge the modules because there might be some data issue or some loss of data or loss of modules, or some test cases have to be remodified. And yes, there, so sorry. Yes, there are some maintenance issues also. It's not like it's only because of this you cannot use Tosca. Yeah, obviously for every pro there is a con. Similarly, Tosca also has this thing. So integration issues. So managing with Git is little tricky, and you have to have little more more patience and more time and more effort you have to put if you have to integrate with Tosca, and it cannot be used in conjunction with Git to manage testing. So for that you have to use other different tools. With the help of those things you can do it. Okay. All right. So with this, I'll close today's session. Tomorrow we'll see what are the different uh, why Tosca, why not Selenium. So what is Selenium, what is Tosca and all. And we also see the key features of Tosca. Okay. So with this, I'll give the session to you open to talk. So if you have anything, please go ahead with your queries. We can take up few
Okay,
more
so
queries.
tomorrow are we going to install how to install the Tosca?
Sorry, Bibhuti, your voice is very cracking. Can you?
Tomorrow are good. Yeah. Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, yes, lot better.
Okay. So are you going to tell us tomorrow like how to install Tosca in our machine?
Yeah, yeah, not tomorrow, but when the batch is finalized, for sure we'll help you how to install
Mhm.
Tosca, how you get license, all those things. Only the first, after finalizing the batch, the first thing we do is we will install Tosca. After one full day, we'll only spend for installing Tosca in each and everyone's machine. Then only we'll move to the next concept of module creation.
Sure.
Yeah. So before learning Tosca, you don't need any knowledge. If you have manual testing knowledge, it will be good enough because we work around with test case creation. You should have little knowledge about how the test cases will be created and what is regression testing. So there will be some terminologies. If you already have testing knowledge, it would be good. But even if you don't have, you can pick up with this session. That is what I can help you.
Tomorrow also there is a demo session.
Yeah, demo session is just the first 3 days. I give only the theoretical part.
Okay.
First 2 days or the 3 days will be just you have to just get used to the tool. Okay, so that is the
Okay.
reason. First, you will understand the basic concepts of Tosca, and then we slowly start installing Tosca, and then we start with the module creation, then slowly test case creation, then it will start building up the building.
Okay.
Tomorrow will
So
not be our installation session. It might be on Thursday or Friday.
when batch will start and what is the timing?
The timing is same, 9:30 to 10:30.
Okay.
Batch in the sense, so yeah, this is a demo session. If you are interested, if you want to go ahead, you can contact my team. I guess you are already in the WhatsApp group, right? So you
Yes.
can talk to my team, Anita or someone, and you can
Okay.
paying the fees, and then so we have to finalize the batch. So who are all interested, we'll make into one other WhatsApp group, and we'll
Okay.
start our session slowly. Okay.
And in case in any day of the batch we miss the session, so do we have recordings or
Yes.
that session will be recovered in some other time?
Yeah, all the sessions will be recorded, and you will get access for the recordings. And these recordings will be lifetime accessible. So whenever you want to, suppose you have learned today and you forgot, you got some other opportunity, you went back and you again want to refer them, you have that already all the, I mean, recordings with you. You can just go back and just revise them. Okay, so you have lifetime access for all the recordings that we give.
Okay.
Yeah. We have 2 more minutes. If you have any other questions,
Any
please.
placement assistant, Manasa?
Placement, yes. If we, I mean, as we are, as in our, team only, we have a couple of people who are working in different MNCs. For sure, if we have any openings or any other things, we'll surely post it on the group. And also placement assistance in that we'll have mock interviews. And I personally will take mock interviews like 2 or 3 based on your interest. So once you will be interview ready and we'll show you and I can help you out which all companies are using Tosca, where you can apply, how you can apply, all those things can be discussed.
Yeah. Thanks, Manasa.
Yeah, the session will be more productive when you come up with more doubts and more ideologies, so that it will be more productive and more useful.
And one last question: how do you differentiate between AS1 and AS2?
Yeah, if you see one second, are you able to see the screen?
Yeah, yeah, we are able to see main topics and subtopics.
One second. See, this is totally in an AS1 syllabus, okay? Whatever you were seeing, the last one, it's just like overall of AS1 and AS2, but whenever you're coming to AS1, this is the individual topics. AS1 is like a literally the basic of Tosca. Okay, so
Okay.
how to install your Tosca, what is Tosca, how to do Xcan, how to create your test cases. So all those things. When coming to AS2, it's totally like how to once you have created all your test case with AS1, now you have to create your test data. Okay, so test data can be from Excel sheet or from the template that you have already have in your Tosca or some other resource. Okay, so those all things you will start understanding from AS2.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks. Thanks, Mansa. And
yeah,
can
no
you
problem.
share this document in the WhatsApp group if possible, just for reference?
Yeah, Harsha, but not now. We'll
Not now.
yeah,
Sometime tomorrow.
once the batch is finalized, I can share everything with all the,
Okay.
batch
That's fine.
members.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Mansa.
No problem, Harsha. All right. Yes, Tosca will support Salesforce technologies. Yes, it will support Salesforce also.
Will AS2 cover anything about API testing?
API, no. But we have API testing. We are doing API testing in this course. We are
Okay,
doing database testing. But AS2 has little API testing concepts. If you
okay,
want to learn more about API testing, Tosca has some other, it has one more course called API testing for Tosca. Okay. So those things
okay,
also you can complete once you attend my course. Okay. Apart from AS1 and AS2, you can also complete your database testing certification. You can also complete your API testing certification also.
okay,
So four certifications you can complete once you come out of with this course.
okay.
Yeah. It's not about certification. You have to have that enough knowledge so that you can attend the interviews. So it's not like you complete and you can just go back and say I don't know. Then it will be no use of the certifications that you use.
Yes, exactly. And do we
Yeah.
have that interview preparation sessions or anything in once the batch is
Yes,
formed?
yes. Yeah, yeah. Interview preparation sessions are for sure. For every
Okay,
batch, we do interview sessions. But it again depends upon how interested you are. We are ready to take up interviews, but there are few people who won't come front and take up the interviews. But how many interview sessions you want, we can take up those many interview sessions. It might be five, six. Even after you complete your course, we'll have a 15 days gap, 15 days of